Transformers more than meets the eyes. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and my friends, we have finally got them all. This is, my friends, all six of the Constructorcons from the Studio Series 86, the movie line, and we are going to take a look at all of them as a set. And then this is part one as we form this into Devastator. We're going to get the other these guys into the vehicle modes first. So first of all, I mean, as a set, these guys look great. We got Scavenger here, we got Scrapper, we got Mixmaster, which we just did review just the other day. We have Hook, and we have Long Haul, which we did a few weeks back, and we have Bone Crusher. And all six of these guys will form into Devastator, the first combiner that they released in America as a G1 Transformer and in the cartoon. And it's one of my favorites. So I've been looking forward to this since they announced last year that they're going to be releasing this. And I was like, oh my God, how are they going to do this? Because the Studio Series 86 line has been special, right? And I think a lot of us fans, this is what we've been wanting since our childhood, is like, ones that look like the ones that we saw in the cartoons, and they scale properly with each other. And so these guys are the Constructicons. So as we look at them as a set, you can see that they Hasbro has done a good job, and painstakingly the toy designers have done a marvelous job at making these guys cartoon accurate. I mean, these guys look, if you look at the head shapes, they're all a little bit different, and the bodies, they have a lot of details in them, and make it look like what, the construction vehicles, robots that will transform into construction vehicles, and it look like the cartoons, but to stay true to the actual toy that they originally came from. But more importantly, yeah, it looks like the cartoon of our youth, and obviously these come from the Transformers, the movie. So I am going to be starting by looking at. We're going to transform these all into vehicles because we have to, in order to do Devastator, we got to get them all into vehicle mode. So these guys as a whole, I mean, they look great. We got Scavenger, we got Scrapper, we got um, that is Mixmaster. We have Hook here, with Long Haul, and we have Bone Crusher. So we're going to take a look at all these guys. Articulation wise, they're all fantastic. They all transform, or they all can move quite well. Height wise, I mean, we got Optimus right here. So height wise, you can see Optimus is a leader class, or commander class, and you can see that he is much taller than these guys here. And I mean, we have Grimlock next to him. He's much taller, right? And we have, as we look into other Decepticons, we have Galvatron here, which is also a leader class. Sorry, I keep saying leader class, commander class, I think. Here, and you can see he's much taller. We do not have a Studio Series 86 Soundwave yet because they have not released it. But we do have a Soundwave in the Legacy, which I think is probably going to be about the same height. And we can see that the heights are proportionate. He's a little bit taller, and that's exactly how they are in the show. So that's really good. So height wise, it looks like they scale quite well as a set to the line of the Studio Series 86 line. So I am going to take a look at how these guys transform now. So we're going to get these guys all into vehicle mode. So the trick is, because I don't think the vehicle, we're going to transform them in vehicle modes, and we'll get the guns in them. So if you want a full transformation explanation of what we're doing, certainly watch the video that we did for each individual ones. I'm just going to quickly go rush through these. We're going to flip the guy's head in. Now, I hope I remember how to do these because I haven't actually transformed. I probably should have did a run through this, but I thought there's six of them. That was going to take too long. So we're going to just do a quick run through of how these guys transform, and get these guys all ready. Get this guy's leg here. Flip that around. Yeah, so we flip that around, and then we're going to get the arms straightened here. Let's see, these arms flip in. Get these all lined up there. Put that in. We're going to flip this out here. Flip that in. Get the arm. Get this arm down. Hold on. Ugh. There we are. Seems to be there. Lock that in, and then you finish that up, and then flip this back down. And then we just got to get the legs turned. Ugh. Okay, get that up here. Oh, just lock that into place. So we got Scavenger pretty much done there. And he's already into vehicle mode. And let's do the next one. Get this gun there so I don't lose it. I don't think I locked his legs in quite right. There we are. There we go. So I got the legs locked in. Everything's all good there. Let's do the next one. We got Scrapper here. And let's get his arms straight there. Gonna lift this down. Gonna tuck his head in there. And lock his feet in. We're supposed to do, yes, we're supposed to flip these out. Alright. Flip that down. Flip that down. Lock the feet in. Flip this in. And lock the feet down. And get these tucked in. Okay, so we got these all getting there. Just gotta lock them into place there. I need to do something. These hands go in. And then we just got to pull this down. Yeah, and we just have to bend these arms up a little bit and then lock that in place. Bend this arm up a little bit and lock that in place. And I believe that is more or less ready. We're going to get that gun. Where's this gun? It slides into the side somewhere. And we just put it back here like that, so that we don't lose it. Okay, next we're going to do Mix Master. We're going to flip these out. Lock that in. I'm going to kind of do that weird thing with his legs. This is probably a weirdest bend. One of the weirdest bends, I think, I have to do on a transformer. Okay, there we go. Get the arms up. Flip this up a little bit. Get the arms into position. Okay, get these locked in. Get this locked in. And one thing's missing. We gotta flip this up. Flip this out. Okay, good. And, oops, I forgot to flip this up. Finish locking this into position. Alright, so we got Mix Master ready now. I'll get this is Hook ready. Take his gun off. Alright, so this one here. The trick is trying to remember how to get all these pieces transformed. And we gotta get this compressed into here. Okay, good, good. Get that down. Move the arms up. Move the arms up. And then we're just basically locking everything down. Oh, okay, there we go. So, as I said, unfortunately, to transform Devastator, we're going to have to go through the painstakingly part of transforming them all into robot mode, or sorry, into vehicle mode first. And then, oops, this part, the hook part just came off. We'll attach that in a second. Let me just finish compressing this backside. I forgot, I'm supposed to lift this first and then bring that back down. Okay, so now flop that down. We'll pop this thing back on top. And this will help form the part of the top part of the torso. All right, where's this going to go here? No. I forgot where I usually put that. I guess I'll put it there for now. All right, so what do we got so far? That does not look right. Oh, I forgot to flip these here. Let's do that. Okay, so now that looks right. So we got 4 of the vehicles transformed now. Let's get the last 2 done. And then we'll take a good look at them as a set. And then we'll get the next video. We will finally do combine them all together. Because that is another full-size video. So let's flip this up. Get this guy in. Flip this down. Flip this down. All right, I'll bend the arms in. Get that up. I think these arms fold in. Yes, they do. Let's fold that in. All right, so again, for full instructions how to transform them, please watch our previous videos on how to do that. Let's get these all lined up. Let's compress that. All right, get that compressed. That's lined. Okay, good. Now let's get this locked in here. And I think I have to. Okay, and we're just going to bend the legs in a little bit. Oops, separated. And it was just compact. Look at these are stretched out. Hold on. Snap these into place again. All right, so now we got the truck ready, or I guess a U-Haul part ready. And then again, this comes with a trailer, so that's very important. So we're gonna attach that. So we have to open a little bit of a slot there for the trailer to attach. This does not show up in the cartoon at all, but it's very important for the transformation of Devastator for the purposes of having enough parts to do so. All right, last but not least is Bone Crusher. Let's get this done. And we are already almost at 15 minutes. So you can see why I want to split this in two, because to transform these guys into vehicle mode, and you know, we have to do that painstakingly task in order to do so. It takes a while, you know. This is otherwise, if I filmed everything or put everything in one video, this would be like almost an hour video, I think, or something like that. And that's a bit long. So let's go ahead and finish this guy. We gotta pull this thing out. There. I'll bend that out there. Yeah, this leg is not locking in. Okay. Now we're gonna get the arms ready. Oops, it's bending on itself. And we gotta bend the arms in on itself. Oops. There we go. Ugh. Almost there. There we go. And we'll get the arms kind of compressed in there. There we go. Get this part up. And we just got to bend this down there. Okay, and we just got to lock the legs in. And we finally got all 6 of these transformed. And you can see as vehicle modes, they look just like the counter as they did in the cartoons. Very good transformations of all. I think of all of them, I think Scrapper is probably the one that I least like as far as vehicle mode, but all the other ones, look really, really good. Okay. So, my friends, next up, after we have them in vehicle modes, we are going to transform into Devastator. So we have the original Devastator here. I don't have the hands, I don't remember where they are, but you can see that Bone Crusher is going to be part of the left arm. We got Mixmaster as the lower left leg. We got Scrapper as the right leg. We got Scavenger as the arm, the right arm. And then Hook and Long Haul form the torso. Okay. And a lot of these parts were added like clip-ons, and so a lot of that now has been taken care of. Yes, there are clip-ons, like these become the hands. This also is part of the torso. You can see the wings here form the chest plate that we see there. But a lot of it was engineered into the actual toy, so not a lot of extra fluff on there. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue the our review and formation of Devastator at the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and again, this is a very important part to get these into the vehicle modes before we transform into Devastator. And I knew that was going to be extra long, so that's why we split this into 2. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you soon with Devastator.